What is up, my fellow Minecraft players? My name is Bobby the Hacker. Today, back with another video. Oh my gosh. Guys, listen to me. I had to change my username to Bobby the Hacker because I didn't really like the whole Zeexus thing. Everyone's calling me Sucks and Easy and like, why? Like, what I do to you ever? And, you know, I just kind of went with it, and that's where I kind of am now. And we're going to be here talking about some school. Obviously, school is not the best topic to discuss, but I wanted to discuss it either way because it's really been getting into my life recently, making me feel like a complete shitty person. For the fact that the grades kind of consider you as what type of person you are to a lot of people, and that's how you're portrayed to everybody. Currently, I am standing at probably all C pluses. I'm sorry to anybody that has lower than that, but C pluses are shit. All right, you can't really get anywhere with C pluses, to be honest with you. I would rather me having like a B minus and everything than having all C pluses. But I recently got a detention in Spanish, and that was probably one of the first detentions I've had in quite a long time, other than kind of standing up for myself during school at one point, and I got written up for that as well. But let's get into that whole Spanish thing. I didn't do any of my Rosetta Stones, so that really put me behind, and I was just really lazy because normally when I come home from school, I crawl up in my bed, video snap cat, and cry myself to sleep shortly after. But hey, I didn't get any of the Rosetta Stone done, so like I said, I got written up, and the detention was most likely very, very horrible for me as well as others. So that's really what I hate about school, you know, the detention shit. Come on, like I know it gives me a little bit of a wake-up call, but a detention doesn't do much of anything. I mean, the Rosetta Stone, you can't really talk in detention and then just give it to you either way, which is kind of retarded. Now that I think about it, that's actually really retarded. Like, honestly, if anybody from school is watching this that is staff or whatever you'd call it, teachers, principal, fuck you, honestly. Who even comes up with that shit anymore? But I get my homework done for the most part, and it's a little bit frustrating because I get in there and I'm doing my homework and shit, and these people, I should call them teachers, or meanies for short, they just hand me like 7 projects while I'm doing my homework. I'm like, why are you doing this to me, man? Like, fuck yo, chicken strips. I don't want any of that stuff in my face. Like, I just want to go home and enjoy my life, but apparently I can't do that. I literally have to go home and I have to do homework after homework. And normally I don't do that. I'm the type of person to sit there and procrastinate the fuck out of everything. Like, I'll just sit there non-stop. It'll be procrastination for about a whole day, and I'm just like, oh my god. And I'm over here moping on Twitter and stuff like that, and it's not the funnest of the days I've had in my life, but I can tell you that it's going to be quite a memory once I look back at it. Other than that, obviously, not seeing like some people I wish I could see at my school. That always makes it very, very underestimated, and not wanting to go to school, and makes me want to hate everything about it. But not only is there bad things, there are good things. Surprisingly, about school, there's a lot of good things, and I can name them off right now for you, but they're very small, okay? Like, they're not anything too big, like, oh my god, homework is so fun, I got it all the time, I'm gonna learn, I'm gonna do it, and like, no, whoever says that shit is completely lying to you, trust me. And someone says they like doing homework, they don't, alright? That's all it is to it. They just want to sound smart. Who fucking likes to go home and do homework? Raise your hand. No hands raised. Exactly. That's my point right there. But other than that, you know, school can be kind of fun. I mean, obviously, I don't really have too many friends in my school because I'm kind of considered as a quiet kid, and it's been like that since I've moved to my new school. Ever since 6th grade, I've been considered this very, very quiet, weird kid. If I do get talked to, I always either mess up, maybe sometimes I stutter, and it just kind of, it ruins my chances with most people. And I don't know. I don't really let it get to me. Really, I don't. It's something that I just don't let get to myself. And not making anything emotional, I just don't have any friends. And I know, like, it's just pretty sad. But sometimes it's just, it's something you have to get over, and I really have gotten over it recently. So definitely something I've improved at. But maybe I have a little small group of friends I kind of talk to here and there, and that's most certainly what I'm trying to get at. I like talking to them, and they make me feel wanted and shit. And yeah, so definitely there's some good things about school. But back to the bad things. We're gonna get into the main bad thing. I really hate some of the policies at school. That's most likely why I hate school to begin with. So there's a girl that has a slit on her fucking, like, not wrist, alright, we're not talking suicidal shit here. We're talking about her pants. You can see a little bit of her skin on her thigh, you know, not too much, not showing anything at all. And you sit there, and it's like the teachers notice that. I don't know how. They just sit there and like scan over the girl. I don't know, man. You go ask that teacher, not me. I don't even know what they're doing to find out about that. I mean, it's not even plain to sight. It's just a slit there, and man, oh man, that teacher, principal, whoever it is, maybe even students. Some students get on other students about that. They get on that person like crazy. And it's not even girls only, like guys. They have like the tank tops out, and they're like pit hairs is all out and shit, and it's like, what? I don't really mind it as much, to be honest with you, but apparently the school does. Now, getting back to the whole policy thing, that's where it gets really weird. It gets really weird during that. Like, I'm not even kidding. But let me actually, I'm going to actually turn up my render distance, and I'm going to also turn on my FOV, just 103. That should be doing good right there. But either way, man, these policies are definitely getting out of hand, and most likely, I don't think they're ever going to change. It's just going to keep progressing. Because practically, there's been some things on Twitter where people put up signs, black, white, fountains, and that really does bother me. That's most certainly what bothers me. People have done that at my school at one point in time, and they don't really get in trouble. Teachers just kind of push it aside. But speaking about not getting in trouble about some things, holy shit, people get in fights all the time. And I'm just sitting here like, are you gonna do something about this fight, Mrs. Teacher Lady, fucking potato looking ass? Goddamn, go take a walk and lose some of your pounds. Jesus Christ. But other than that, I'm like telling them, I'm like, dude, they're fighting. What are you gonna do about it? But they don't do anything. They literally, they don't. They watch it. They watch it go down. They watch until there's bloodshed, and that's it. That's fucking it. They just let it happen. I don't know. Like I said, just sit there and watch it. Like, is it some fucking WrestleMania shit or what? Ah, man, it really frustrates me, and I really like doing these types of videos because it really lets me vent, and I like venting. All right, I really do, and maybe on these videos rather than any other social media website, because I guess I can express more emotion towards what I'm feeling. And I really appreciate if you guys would leave a like on this video. I have like hiccups because I ate like McDonald's, and I'm probably 100% gonna get some like heart attack going on here, probably in like maybe 10 seconds, maybe even towards the end of the video. I will probably have a heart attack because I'm renting. Did I just say I'm renting? I'm venting, god damn it. Oh my god, man. What am I even saying anymore? I'm not renting a house or any shit like that. I'm venting, alright? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But anyway, school, to conclude this all off, school is a good and bad thing. It definitely is. Like, I can see it being this type of thing that, maybe doesn't always work out for people, but sometimes it most certainly will work out for people. It's just that type of thing that whatever you put into school, you're gonna get back, most certainly. Maybe if you're really good at some schoolwork and you kind of dishonor the policy, you will probably still get yelled at. So maybe that statement doesn't really make too much sense considering how society is nowadays. I don't know. I really don't. But conclude this all off, since we're talking about like generation wise and all that other great stuff. Sort of, if you know what I mean. I'm going to talk about the internet being shut off out of school. So we had a internet cord or something to our towers for the internet. 'Cause we've got like a whole separate like company that's very good with servers being like streaming internet for us and all that. So we're just sitting there and we're getting our internet streamed and such for us, so we can all get on our computers and just enjoy life, you know, enjoy life. And the internet, like I said, gets shut down because of a cord. A fiber cord is like one of the main cords being, I think, accidentally cut by construction workers of some sort. That happens, right? And as that's happening, literally every student freaks out. I mean, it's internet, right? You got your mobile data, you got your internet at home. People freak out because for whatsoever reason, that is a problem to people. That's literally a problem to people. Internet being down. Even teachers, even principals, they're all announcing like, well, guys, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do much today because we have our internet shut off, and because of that being said, the internet being shut off, we're not gonna really do anything. We're just gonna kind of sit around, and that's just how it's gonna go, man. That's just how it's gonna go. And I'm just sitting here like, why? Like, you're just gonna let that go? I mean, I know back in like, I remember it was about to be summer in 2010. I always say this. This was a quote from a song from what was his name? Not Jeremy. I don't even remember what his name was. Phil? I don't fucking know. But it was some dude that made like a really good song. And it's like summer of 2010. Shit was so simple then. Very inspirational. Makes me think, you know? Like, this generation, I mean, the fucking internet gets shut off. Like, what am I supposed to do? Fucking Bobby the hacker can't even do shit because like I have to hack, you know, man. But no, I'm just kidding. Honestly, I'm just kidding. I'm not obviously Bobby the hacker or whatever. But it really made me fucking pissed off. It really did, because there's books, there's all that other great stuff you could be using, and people decide that let's just sit here. Obviously, I didn't care. I really didn't. Like, I actually liked the fact that happened, because I could kind of sit there and enjoy myself rather, and not have to worry about all this homework. And a lot of the projects and homework were pushed aside because you could not get on the internet, which I didn't mind too much at all, to be 100% with you. But most certainly, it really angers me to just have some type of program. But as I'm sitting here talking, I want to conclude this off. Multitasking and parkouring is really one of my harder things to do now. I used to be able to do it very easily, but I got used to various amounts of FOV and such. So what I'm gonna try and do is I'm gonna give a moment of silence for Bobby the hacker. Okay, you can see that I'm jumping on fucking blocks, and I'm most certainly failing half the time. But that's all I could bring you gameplay wise, you know, because I'm a little bit of a cheapie. I don't really have all this great game type of gameplay, so I'm just kind of doing the free parkour shit. But giving kind of me a little bit of a moment of silence towards the end, so I can possibly beat this, so I can just consider winning this and call it a day, I guess you could say. Parkour really has been my thing. It really has. For the longest of time, people have been thinking me as this like parkour god, or I'm not parkour god anymore, alright? I can't finish this, man. I really can't. So let me give this one more round, and I'll probably just skip it, to be honest with you, and that will be where it ends. So yeah.
Champagne and pool.
Stop.
Wow.
What else do you want from me?
Is it the house that I live, or the things that I can give in my yeah, but thinking I was different. Apart from all these Soho House guys that take you out, I wonder if you feel a thing. If you feel a thing, besides the headlights and eyes. These toes that you hang out with. What else do you want me to give? I know it's not a promise. You got what you wanted. Champagne and rules.
Why you always gotta be inconsistent? Why you
Talk
never
a lot.
talk a lot, but you always bitching? And when it comes to sex, you never change position. Oh no. Think about it. Now you care what you do.
I'm not talking to you. Okay, stick it down.
No way. I just beat it.